Hey guys, and welcome back to the Interceptor. So today we're here with another war from Season 20, and this is War 11, and we matched up against NewN. So NewN is known as one of the top alliances in the game. They're typically either second or third, usually third because Maid is always second with Kenobi in first. But today we are going Path 5, both sections, I believe. No, wait, we're actually going Path 9 to Path 5, that's right. And they have Stubborn on. Yeah, so we didn't go into this war expecting to win it. But by the end of the war, you guys are going to see the result. So this is going to be... So we're going to go with the Ghost Trinity, and in Section 1, I definitely have some hard fights. So this is going to be R3 Sig 200 Killmonger, and R3 Awakened, I'm not sure the Sig, Havoc on Shifting Hazard. And these fights are definitely both possible with Ghost. The thing is, when you're fighting Killmonger, you have to make sure to time your big L2. So that it is not while he has Reverberation up. So we're actually going to boost big here, and at this point, it doesn't really matter what happens in the last two wars too much. Theoretically, it's possible for us to still get top 3, but it's very, very unlikely. So I'm still going to boost up, so I'm throwing on my tech boost. I realize I forgot my 150% one, so we're just going to go find that one. Here we go. And I think I'm going to use a special start 1. Yeah, I went back in because I just didn't want the fight to crash, because if you start it in the last 10 seconds, there's a small chance for the fight to crash. So I just wanted to be safe. I'm going to throw on the advanced power boost right here. And I believe this actually lasts us for 3 fights. I could be wrong. So yes, we are going to go in, and since Killmonger is stubborn, you don't have to worry about his reverberation. All you have to do is get to power. So right here, we get to 2 bars of power. So I'm just going to do a few hits and then wait until his reverberation is gone. One special 2 gets him really low, and then we're going to clean up with the special 3. I believe he does not quite die for this. I think I have to hit him again. But yes, so that is how you take care of Killmonger on the node. You do not need tech boost, by the way. You can just phase and do exactly what I did again. So right here, he has reverberation up, so I'm just going to hit through it because my second hit is going to kill. So I only took 1 hit that whole fight that had reverberation in it. So surviving at 90% or 88 or whatever I was at, gotta be pretty happy about that. Now we'll go to Havoc. So this is the one I was more worried about, just because I died to a Havoc earlier this season. Granted, that one was not completely my fault. It was partly the fault of the person who was supposed to take the fight but couldn't do it because they don't know how to reparry. Yeah, so Havoc on this node. This is a much easier node than the first one. I've always thought that physical resistance is just not really a big deal. So here we get 2 debuffs on us. We throw off the L2. He's down to 21%, and I'm pretty sure that this time this L3 actually kills him. Just because of class advantage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so there we go. So that fight is down. Both of those R3s went pretty well. And now let's go up to Section 2. So I do have a Professor X in Section 2 on Footloose, and the goal of that fight is to just kill him before he even gets a special attack to throw. And then I believe I'm also going to take the first fight of... I think I'm taking the first fight of my Section 2 as well, like the actual path, not the mini. So with this fight, there's not really much to it. I know he starts with 10 seconds, which means that I have about 6-7 seconds to get to my L2. Right here we get it, and we're gonna throw it, and he's just gonna die. So that, I have to throw another L3. Okay, I mean, that seems like a common theme. My SP2 is getting him real close, and then I clean up with my L3. Looks like these tech boosts really came in handy. But yeah, we easily could have phased and then just like waited a second. Either way. So now we're gonna go up. I did need the energy from Guardian. Or actually, sorry, no, I didn't need the energy from Guardian. I'm not really sure what that was. He probably just moved up first. So we have this Thor Ragnarok on node, and the exact same way that I used to take this on Aegis Intercept, I do believe Ghost is by far the best option to throw rags here. So we're just going to throwing this L2 once we get protection down. And the fight starts off great. We get one L2, we phase recoil, and I don't throw my second L2 just because I want to get an intercept in first. So right here, I'm going to get to my L3. What I meant to do, what I should have done, is block a hit right as I got to my L2, not baited out the L1, and then thrown another L2 because I still had the intercept fury up. That would have been a little smarter. So here he's going to get his power gain, and he's just going to toss off an L2, which is not the biggest deal. You can get armor broken if you get hit by it, but you can always just block it if you're in the corner and it won't hit you. So here he's just indestructible, and one more L2 is going to kill if I can get to it. So right here I just parry the second hit, throw off the L2, and I'm pretty sure he dies from this. Yes, he does. So that's another nice fight with Ghost. We got a lot of fights with her today. I think every single fight's with Ghost, which is weird because usually I use Wasp for at least one fight or so. And then I've also used Hood. I think last season I used Hood like 3 or 4 times. So now we're going to go up against Spider-Gwen on Intercept. And once again, I do believe Ghost is the best counter to Spider-Gwen on this node. So I did take a Stubborn Spider-Gwen on Brute Force Limber earlier this season. Yeah, it was earlier this season, I'm pretty sure. There, I don't know what I was thinking. I throw my L2 while he has this protection up. Also, since this is like a separate boosting period because I had to wait for energy, I actually don't have my tech boosts on, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to throw them on later in this video. What was I saying before? Oh, I took a Spider-Gwen on Brute Force Limber, and on this fight, she just kept dashing out after I would parry, and I was kind of confused by it, but then I realized what I was doing wrong. So what I should have been doing is I should have been blocking and baiting out a heavy rather than parrying and doing a hit, because because of Limber, like the Mastery Limber, it's just not going to work. So right here, I'm going to bait out a hit, so she finished her combo, so then I was able to do one hit and then into my special 2, because that way she can't dash out of it. So even though that fight was not flawless, we still win it, and I do have a few more fights left. So when you fight Tigra on this node, the link on the left side does not matter whatsoever unless you get hit. And with Crumbling Armor, excuse me, with Crumbling Armor, if you get hit, you're dead anyways. So it does not matter one bit that link is up. So we're going to go into this fight. I do use an invulnerability boost. I was pretty sure I did. Just because Tigra on this node can be a little scary. We originally had a torch with flame on, but I wanted to clear this fight. And since I was the one that made paths, sorry, was I the one that made paths? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was. I'm not certain though. I just gave myself this fight, and it's alright. If you want to blame someone, blame me, but I didn't die, so here we go. So we're going to get protection off by doing the double phase, throw one L2, and the fight is over. So that's a pretty fast fight, about 30 seconds, and I'm still at 100%, so I got to be pretty happy about that. And now we got to go into the sketchiest fight I've had in a very long time. So this fight was also not scheduled for me. This was scheduled for a Red Hulk to take, and I was like, you know what? I'm still boosted. Let's do it. So I do go in here, and this is a rank 3 Dragon Man. So the guy that was taking the boss had Void, Killmonger, and Red Hulk as his team, and he was complaining the whole war about how he was dreading this fight so much. So I was just feeling nice, so I was like, okay, I'll throw on an L1 boost, and I'll take this fight for you. So the fight starts off great. We get to our L2, we remove Stubborn with this block here, we're healing from that debuff. We got 2 debuffs, we go 29, 29, 39, and we go into another L2, which he backs out of, but the third hit connects. And then right here, he decides he wants to throw his L2, which is awesome. And then right there, I probably should have dashed back because I already had Stubborn off, but I'm a moron. So at this point, I realize if I reach one more L2, this fight's probably over. So I throw an L2, and he doesn't die. And I'm like, okay, why is my hit only doing 10k, 10k, 13k damage? I was super confused at this point. I was like, I don't know if any abilities Dragon Man has, so I throw an L1, and it does 10k damage. I was so confused. I'm like, why did my special one just do 10k? The special one of Ghost with this many boosts should do 20k with no cruelties and no debuffs. And High had both cruelties and debuffs. So I was beyond shocked. So we're dexing a lot right here. I'm going to go for a little block right into an L1, and I save the fight with 4% left. If I had not boosted like that for the section 2, I would have died from eating that special 3. And if you guys don't know the way Ghost works, after you use a special 3 or a special 2, you can what's it called? You can dash back and you can phase away the or you can phase right away so that you can tank L3 with the hood synergy. But when you throw L1, you get the 3 passive effects and you actually can't phase it out. So you're just stuck without phase. So even if I did dash back and I didn't go to dash in after that L1, he still would have thrown the L1 or his L3, and I still would not have avoided the damage with hood. So now we're going to go into this fight. So you might say, why am I showing a fight from the other team? Why am I showing the other alliance's fight? So we were facing NewN, and what they do is when they clear war is they have 3 players each take, like the 3 players move together, and between the 3 of them they take one section in section 1, one section in section 2, and everything on the boss, so that one person goes left, one person goes right, one person goes middle, and someone takes the boss, and that's how they clear. So they get the global down before they even start the other paths in section 1. It's a crazy strategy that very, very, very few alliances do. I think it's only New Nation and Matrix and also Kenobi that do this. I don't even think Made does this. But this, at this point in the war, the score was 7-6. We had 7 deaths. They had 6 deaths. They're fighting this without the global, and they are at 149 attacker kills. We are at 146. And the last 4 fights, we know we can solo them. So the only thing that is going to decide if we win, or sorry, if we lose or tie this war, is going to be if this guy solos this fight. So he is a rank 3 Red Magneto, and he is up against a rank 3 6-star Doom, and this node is the Intercept node, the mini boss with the whatever, I don't know what the node is where you gain power and damage when you have debuffs on you, but yeah, this is the fight. So Magneto's gonna throw an L3, which is already a massive mistake, just because Doom's gonna get all those debuffs, and Doom's gonna shoot right to an L2, and you'll see this. So look at this. He throws his L2, first hit, takes off almost half health into the block. If this L2 kills him, we don't lose to New Nation. If it does kill him, or sorry, if it doesn't kill him, we don't lose. If it does kill him, we tie. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, if it doesn't kill him, they win. If it does kill him, we tie. So he's going to go in and fully evade the last hit, which isn't that difficult, but it's a little sketchy, and then the shrapnel bleeds kill. So he is going to clutch their war for them and get them the win. We lost by 1. We lost 7-6 against New Nation. And as an up-and-coming alliance that has only been really relevant in the top tiers in the last 2 months, I got to be really proud of everyone in my alliance for the performance they put on. New Nation did have a little bit of an off war. I think they averaged like 4 to 5 deaths and they got 6. But that's just absolutely incredible that us fighting a different way, like we clear all the sections together with the global, that we were able to stay that close to them. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I don't have a sheet with the results, but we did lose this war by 1, which killed me. But that's going to make us 9-2 on the season, and I'm going to have 3 deaths total. So we almost died today, but we did not. and I'm going to have a PSR of 78 out of 81, which is 96.3%. I don't think I'm going to get up to 97 on the last war unless I have like 10 or 12 fights, just because at this point I've been stuck at like the 94, 95, 96 for the last 5 wars or so. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the last war video, which should get posted a few hours after this one. Bye.